do our restoration, our preservation and conservation work on old fire engines, firefighting equipment and uniforms. The history of the fire service is quite a very rich tapestry of the part of the social history of Scotland. There's been a lot of tragedies all involving fire throughout the history of Scotland, and we think that preserving the history of that is very important, because once they've gone and lost, we'll never see them again. This is where we do the bulk of our restoration work. This particular vehicle here is a restoration project which has been completed. It was actually a Second World War auxiliary towing vehicle. It was the workhorse of the National Fire Service during the Second World War, and these fire engines were churned out by the thousand. They are becoming extremely rare now, so we're quite lucky to restore this one to its original condition. This here is a 1938 turntable ladder, which is under restoration just now. This is a Dennis F8 fire engine from the 1950s. It served in the Edinburgh area. Is it going to fit in on it, you think?
Aye.
Yeah.
Measure the size.
That's okay. This vehicle here is a Dennis F12. This is one of our major restoration projects. This came out of service in the 60s. It served in Greenock, it served in Port Glasgow and later Rothesay fire stations. Okay, that's great. I find the history of the fire service very fascinating. It's always been a passion of mine. The fire has played an important part in the history of Britain, and you've got to remember these serious fires were put out by firemen, and these firemen did a lot of hard work, put their lives at risk, and some paid the ultimate sacrifice for that, and we feel that shouldn't be forgotten. After around about 10 years of planning, we hopefully are at an advanced stage just now where we will be able to open our own fire museum. The fire museum is to be located in the old Victorian fire station in Greenock, which, all going well, should open later this year.